Here we go. I kept quitting out, like surrendering and coming back in, and it was at least 13 games in a row without getting a Dark Swoop card. Not a single Dark Swoop the whole time. I was like, you gotta be kidding. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Yeah, buddy. So, yeah, so this is just, like, this is what they do. You know, it's round 3. We still don't have it. Okay, you know what? We got a bunch of cards. Let's see what happens if we just go full bore. All right. On this dude right here. So this is what happens. And this is why, you guys will notice why we want to take down the that little plant dilly right away. Or the little slime. Card can steal our energy. Look at that, dude. Not a single crit. Okay, wait, dude. Is the Aqua going to do it? There's one. Yeah, dude. They're just not cool with the crits at all, dude. They actually, here, I'll say, they are rather stingy with the crits. I mean, I only have 132. Now, given these guys have 149, so, right, we expect them to be critting quite a bit. But, dudes, like, that shit is redunculous. That shit is out of control. When they're doing over 1,300 per hit, I mean, dude, what am I supposed to do? I ain't got shit against that, dude. Speeding himself up, you little bastard. Here comes Splat, right? Now, oh. So now all we need, actually, here's what we needed in the first place. Let's see what happens. You know, I'll just do the triple combo. This would actually wouldn't be a terrible thing to get the triple. The problem is you have to have this. We need that to crit right there. Because you see, even without that, right, you're better off just going Dark Swoop, Risky Feather, and Blackmail at that point. Alright, so, hey, at least we can get one kill here. You know, before we get completely decimated. There it goes. See ya. See ya, see ya. Oh, are you going to be around one more round? Look at this. All right. Can I get a killing blow on this? Absolutely. Go, kick it. Yeah, dude. Well, the funny thing is, okay, that's the first of 5 rounds. I'm doing 5 rounds, whatever the cards I get are. Because we've been waiting to get the perfect set of cards, and the game just, screws up the RNG. I shouldn't say screws up the RNG. It chooses RNG that's not helping us at all. Okay, so again, we didn't get any of the shit we need right there. So the plant's probably going to just go down this round. And look at, we didn't even gain an energy. Look at that, dudes. Walks up, first hit. Bam! Doesn't give a fuck about all the cards I use. Doesn't give a fuck about any of my shields or nothing. Just BAM! Alright, well, so check this out. Here's something interesting. They give me Egg Bomb. I don't want to use that because I want them attacking this dude. Don't want them blowing this dude up. So this is, we got to pray to get that crit hit there, right? Other than that, yeah, I mean that's par for the course, dude. I don't know. Have any of you guys tried the level 36, or even better, have any of you guys beaten level 36 yet? Because this is the bane of my freaking existence right here, I'll tell you what. Alright, so we're not going to do anything here. We can't even, I'm just going to be happy to kill this one dude right here. Right? And that should be happening in the very first round. Alright. Like I said, I said I'd play it out, so we're going to play it out. Just so you guys can see how painful this can really be. Damn. Alright, that's number 2. We're going to try number 3 now. We need more coffee. We're going to get coffee before round 4. All right, again, no dark swoop, right? So we're stuck having to let this dude wreck his shop. So what we'll do is we'll just pump up major shields. Hope that the shields will make us through the round. Or the RNG says they're not going to attack us, that they'll use their shield. That's the other thing. If these guys just use shields all the time, for whatever reason they didn't just do that, that's what, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, this is, oh, now they give me the card that I could have used last fucking week. All right, so, actually, here's something. So if we have this set of cards, here's the other thing we can do. And here's where we hope that we don't get a critical hit. And so this is how RNG works. I don't get any of the RNG to work until I get something like this where it's like, okay, well, we can make this work. I just don't need a critical. And that's when they tend to have this egg bomb that I absolutely do not want to be the critical hit to critical hit. So let's see what happens. And that's why we want that thing dead, too, is because it can get its speed up. That right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So I want to say, oh, you know, there's not pre-programmed things. There's not algorithms and shit set up to fuck us. Except for that seems to happen every fucking time. So it's really hard pressed to tell me, hey, these dudes they programmed level 36. They know you get 300 SLP when you beat it. The programmers don't want to give away that money. So that. Right there. That stuff happens. And yeah, maybe it's just RNG, but I call bullshit. Maybe that's just my opinion, but it happens every fucking time. You guys tell me, what's your opinion? I'm going to grab some coffee. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're still dead. Okay. I thought round 3 was already done. I you know what? I should have just given it up. But you know what? We're gonna do as much damage as we can right now. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do bam, bam, dark swoop to get rid of it, bam, bam, up, I'm out of energy. That's all right. Oh, am I gonna get my face smashed right here? Look, got a single crit. See, I couldn't get a single crit that I want. The one crit that I asked not to get, right? They slam it in my face. And then all the other crits, and I don't care any of those other ones. Please be crit, nothing. So, you know, I'm to the point. Wait, Kate, is this a different account than your, Do you have 2 Discords, Kate? To answer the question, so we are about to. I'm going to be revising the way that I'm handling scholarships pretty soon. So I took on a bunch of scholars really quick, and I'll be honest. So here's what's happening right now, and this is why I'm going to refresh it. So I have a lot of people who told me, you know, and this is the resume thing, and we've talked about this on stream, about people being realistic about what they can make. And here's what happened. So we got a bunch of scholars who said, oh, dude, you know, I'm going to make you 150 to 200 SLP a day. I showed them the team. They said, I'm cool with the team. They started playing, and then within a week, you know, and don't get me wrong, I know it's going to take like 2 weeks to level up the team. But within a week, people are talking about, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Can you change this, Axie? Can you do this and that? These are people who, in their resume, said they were experienced. So if you tell me you're experienced, and then you say, I can make this much money, and I like the team, and then they come back and afterwards start saying, you know, the team's not working, I need to switch this and out. It's like, they're experienced. It's like, at that point, should I switch out the team for the experienced scholar who's telling me, they come and approach me, I'm not looking for them to work for me. They approach me and say, hey, dude, I want a job. I can make this much for you with that team. And then they can't do it and they start making excuses. Should I give them a new, different team? Or should I fire that scholar and find somebody that says they can actually do what they say they're going to do. So the reason why I bring this up is I'm going to revise the way that we're doing scholars coming up. I'm going to wait till the new year. What we're going to do is we're going to have the specific requirements. People are going to have to be able to hit those requirements, but we're going to have a weekly Zoom meeting, talk with people. I'm going to let the scholars figure out amongst themselves. If somebody wants to switch out Axies, fine, but I'm going to start holding people to exactly what they say that they're going to do with exactly what they say they're going to do. Because I tend to be a nice guy, and I'm very flexible in a lot of ways, and people are starting to kind of take advantage. So to answer your question, when am I going to be giving my next scholar? It could be very soon, depending on, I have some numbers here, and I'm going to be having some conversations pretty soon. And this is the funniest part about it, some people are doing amazingly well and making more SLP than I had even figured that they would, and are just killing it. There's some people who are doing okay, but they were in the stream, they were always here, gave them the scholarship, and then they just disappeared. And they're kind of off, and they're doing their thing, and they're not making a ton of SLP, but they're doing their job. That's cool, and I'm not going to get rid of those people, but here's the thing. If you're the kind of person that you're in the Discord all day, or not all day, but you're in the Discord during the entire stream talking, asking about scholars, talking with people, you get your scholarship, and then you just kind of disappear. It makes me feel like, okay, this is somebody who's not really wanting to be a part of the team. They're just looking for a little side gig to make a couple extra bucks, which I understand that, but here's the problem I have at that point. If I'm going to give that person the team and they're going to be doing that, that's somebody who may want to be a part of the team, may want to be on Discord, may want to be 1v1ing people. I need to readjust that the scholars that we have now are people that actually want to be part of the community. And this is, I need to get more into this too. And I'm going to start doing, at the end of the stream, where the last half hour we were talking about gaming. I think I'm going to start doing 1v1s so people can get the practice, because really we just need to build it up, a more solid team, more camaraderie, and get it so we're bringing in more SLP so I can keep hiring more scholars. So yeah, Kate, you're actually still on the list, and right now, if I have to let somebody go, I may be hitting you up. If people do really well and make more money, I may be hitting you up. But I am going to be having some new expectations of people, in that, if they say they're able to do something, I expect them to do that. Nathan, that's exactly what we're talking about, dude. So, I have other stuff going on. Like, unfortunately, I keep the Discord up so I can answer people's questions. But you're not the only one. There's a lot of people who be like, hey, dude, you have time to 1v1? And it's like, no, I don't. But, that's why I want to get this more camaraderie going, and why I want to, between the scholars, I will do it at a different time of my day, because I know a lot of you guys are out there in the Philippines. But we got to figure out a time. It'll probably be on Fridays, where we're going to have a Zoom meeting, and I will expect, at least every other week, and preferably every week, for scholars to attend the meeting. We're going to keep it short. We'll probably keep it 5-10 minutes, right, each week. But this is just to touch base with people, make sure that they have all their stuff going, in case anybody has questions for anybody else, in case people want to trade Axies, just basic housekeeping, right, to make sure that everything's flowing smooth. And if anybody has any real problems with something happening, they can bring it up with everybody there. And so if maybe I don't have the answer to it, maybe somebody else will. And that will let me know, too, that these are scholars that are actually, they're serious about it. They're not just, I guess one of my concerns, dude, look at this, dudes. They couldn't give me what I need at all. At all. Not a single goddamn, we need the Dark Swoop. Now, okay, I should say the Risky Feather's there. We need the Dark Swoop, the Risky Feather, not a single goddamn playing card. I know I said I'm playing them all, but we're not playing that one. That one's lame. Done getting the team and just disappeared. Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. And it's like, dude, okay. And let's talk business for a second real quick. Let me know what you guys think. Now imagine somebody were to do that to me, but imagine this person is making 300 SLP a day, right, on the account. Do you guys think that I'm going to be like, oh, dude, you need to leave? It's obvious at that point that they're actually putting in the effort, right, because they're making 300 plus SLP a day. So at that point, it'd be like, okay, they're not jumping in the stream and doing all this because they're busy making that money. I understand that. I would hope for a little more camaraderie from that type of person. But if everybody, or if one or two, three scholars are just outperforming everybody else by a long shot and bringing in killer amount of SLP, I'm not going to be like, oh, dude, these guys need to get other shit together. I might be like, hey, you guys that aren't doing so well, you may want to DM these guys and ask what their secret is. Maybe see if they'll take some time to 1v1 or something like that. All right, so, dude, did I just skip out and then did they just load basically the same thing again where we didn't get any of the fucking cards we need? This is what I'm talking about with the RNG. Like, they know. They have algorithms where they're like, dude, we know that this one particular build setup, they're waiting for this card combination, so we're not going to give it to them. All right, so now I have to get this blackmail to crit. We got to get that crit. If we don't get the crit there, well, we're in a terrible spot. You know what? I'm just going to pop extra shields into this guy, just in case. I know it's probably pointless. We need the crit right here. Right here. Yes! All right. At least, okay, we're actually off to a start. Look at that. They don't care. They just went, look at that. The double crits. Look at that, dude. They just like, fuck you. We don't care about you and having the good cards. We own the game. We are the game. We're going to crush your face regardless. It's like, dude, it's like a first-person shooter game. It's like, dude, you now have, it's like Doom. What do they call it? The BFG, right? The big fucking gun that you would get in old school Doom. It's like, you got the BFG, congratulations, but we're the computer. We got a Nerf water gun that does more damage than your BFG because we're the computer. Oh, man, that was, that right there was brutal as fuck. So now basically what we do is we wait. That was going to happen anyway. But the problem is we wanted that to happen at the end of this turn. We wanted this dude still alive when this happened. Okay, now, about this point, right, this is where the plant's dead. And what we really needed at this point was to have about 4 more cards right here for the bird and to have our energy at around 8 to 10. So, it's not that this is not doable now. We're just in a fucking terrible spot. So, we just play 4 cards. I'm going to wait on that risky. Because I just need to play it in combo with other stuffs to not be, not a single crit, right? And watch this. Oh my god, he got a crit for 3,820. I didn't see that coming. I mean, holy shit, wait. You're telling me I used all these cards? I used 4 cards, not a single crit. This dude comes up with his 1, and of course, instant crit with enough damage to kill my... Technically, that was enough damage there, 3,800. He could kill my entire fucking team if that hit were to be spread out amongst everybody. Literally, that hit there could have killed the entire team. Alright, whatever. What the fuck ever. So, we'll do one more after this, and then check out some quick stats. I don't know, Nathan, if you want, dude, if you have any interest at all, we can do a couple 1v1s. And we got to check some other stuffs out. Alright, let's see. So I got 3 attacks. Everything here, okay, 7, 8. So if everything were a crit here, and this dude didn't put up any shields, we could actually kill that top guy. If we have to have every one be a crit. Come on. No, not going to do it. And apparently we didn't need that Dark Swoop to be a crit. In fact, almost, wait, if we Dark Swoop, if that Dark Swoop was a crit, it might have happened. So technically we only needed two crits. But, all right, one more round at level 36, and that's enough. Enough for punching me in the private for today. All right, so, again, the egg bomb that they always make me crit when I don't want to crit. Kate, if you're still there, one thing to note is in the general tab of our Discord, along with the welcome thing and the thing about scholarships, the rank structure, there's a scholarship FAQ that actually, in case you're interested, goes over a lot of the questions. I think it was last week. I actually spent some time going through that just to try to figure out all the different questions that people would ask. In fact, one of the things we'll do when we do like these Zoom meetings with these scholars is figure out any other questions people have, and I might elongate that FAQ section if anybody comes up with anything that I forgot to cover. All right, they're going to crush us right here. This will be the end of this, but it's been a fun 5 rounds. Hey! We almost did some damage to this dude. Alright, so is today going to be the first day of doing level 36 where we didn't even kill one boss? Yep. It's going to be that day. So I think this might be the first time that that I played a full day's... Well, I shouldn't say a full day, but, you know, I mean, I usually do it in about 5... No more than 10 rounds against the time for my own sanity because of reasons. And now the splat. Watch this. And notice, of course, it was a fucking crit. And so we need at least 2 of these to be crits. Otherwise, it's not even... Wait, does he put up shield? No. Look at that. Not a single crit, right? When I need the crits, no. I mean, it's... I don't want to say it's rigged, but I literally cannot, in good faith, sit here and tell you guys that I don't think that this is rigged. Because just the way the cards you get, the way that it all works out, with all the critical hits and where the critical hits come in, it's just too fucking convenient. Right? It's just too convenient that I always don't have the right cards. It's too convenient that I just don't get the crits that I need. It's just too convenient that they get every single crit that they need. You know, at some point after so long, you got to say, okay, dude, it's a hard sell to tell me it's fucking RNG after you see that day after day after day after day after day after day after day. This is where if I was doing a video, right, I would cut it. We'd have like the kind of zoom in, zoom out sort of thing. We'd be back in the after day after day after day. So that being said, fuck all that. Let's check out our friends list here. So, all right. So you're, yeah, there you go. There we go. Nathan, if you're there, check it out, bro. I got a challenge for you. All of our scholars. We got all of our scholars rocking now. That's pretty cool. All right. And, hey, one thing, Nathan, I should warn you, bro. So, we found a way to get the AXS and move everything the right way. So, I probably will end up breeding this bird soon because we're going to have to breed birds to get more birds for more scholars. So, do be advised. This is why I said I recommended learning that reptile. is because I will have to take this back shortly after the new year, maybe before, for breeding. The good news is that does mean that in the fairly near future, right? Oh, dude. In the fairly near future, what may happen is that there will be new birds for the scholars to pick. Right? When it's draft day, what happens after I create these new Axies is the guy at the top of the list. So right now, everybody knows that's Rands. So Rands will get the pick. Does he like the new bird or is he happy with his? If not, then it'll go down to the next person, next person, next person. So as soon as it comes down to you, you can choose the new bird back at level 1 again. But it should be noted that, yeah, you can... Oh, dude, wow. All right. See, you did good there, stealing all that energy. All right. See, this is why, too, I shouldn't talk as I play, but I think it's more important to talk about the realities of the scholarships while we do this versus winning a 1v1, although you probably won't get as good a practice if I'm not focused, but essentially what it comes down to is that... I'm going to have to do that from a practical standpoint. And this is based on, again, as I had alluded to earlier, you chose the team. We had 2 teams for you to choose from. You chose the first team, so even before Blessy. So you kind of have to use the team that you got, right? I mean, this is a favor that I haven't done for anybody else, dude, just so you know. And unfortunately, it does look like one that I'm going to have to pull back on. So I do apologize, but that's the way that it goes. Just like sometimes this is the way stuff goes right here, like this. Like this is just, this is what people wait for, is just they wait on the annihilation of your bird. Because, and I feel bad too. You know why I feel bad? Because that's his son. He just destroyed his own son, dude. That should never happen, dude. A father should never destroy a son. But sometimes it happens. Nice. Nice. Get yourself some cards, dude. I like it. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Oh, man. Go for it, bro. Go for it. Yeah, buddy. All right. Oh, dude. They did not give me any of the cards I need. You got lucky, Nate. You got lucky. Now we got to be smart, right? This is where it all comes down to being smarter. Oh yeah. All right, this should work out good. Nice, dude. Dude, you got me, dude. You got me because you got your speed up. You're gonna win this one. Good job, Nathan. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, it's all you now. It's all you all day for the win, dude. There's nothing I can do now. You have got this, absolutely. Yep, good job, dude. Now, the one thing I hope is that you weren't actually looking at my cards as you made those decisions. Because, here's the thing. I don't care about losing. We're doing 1v1. This is practice. But, if you're practicing and you're looking at my cards, which you wouldn't be able to do against your enemy, right? Then you're not actually practicing. You're just trying to read cards that you see. So, good form. Like I said, I just hope that that's not because you're staring at my, I hope you're not watching the stream as you do this. Simply because, I mean, it's not technically practicing at that point. You're just trying to, manage energy. I guess, no, take it back. There's the argument that you could practice managing your own energy by watching somebody else do this sort of thing. So there is that. There absolutely is that. The problem is I know some of these guys who have specifically, they've gone to do the 1v1, and then they'll start writing in the chat about, dude, we don't have to. I just thought if you wanted to practice. It's no big deal. One of the guys, a younger kid, was sitting there doing 1v1 to practice, but he kept talking about my cards and stuff in there. It's like, well, dude, if you're sitting there and waiting to choose your cards based on the cards that you're watching the other dude play, you're really not playing the game the right way, and you're never going to learn to play against, what's it called? Against real opponents, right? Okay. No worries here. You know what we're going to do, actually, is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab some coffee. We're going to need to check on some prices of SLP, AXS, Ethereum, and such. So I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Alright, what do we got going? Yeah, dude, you want to do another one, dude, or should I go into the SLP? Before going into the other stuff, dude, we can play another round real quick if you want to. It's up to you. If you want, dude, shoot me an invite. I'll leave this open. In the meantime, hopefully I'll see this in the background or hear it. So let's look at what we got going here. Yeah, okay. So Smooth Love, hey guys, hey! Smooth Love Potion also started to go up a little bit. Oh, dude. Oh, shit. Okay, now, let's not start stroking each other off yet because, and this is what I always say, right? We always got to go to this. So we look at the 1 day, and this looks crazy as all hell right here. I had no idea. I haven't looked at this. This is my first time looking at this chart today. Dudes. So it's dropped, right? This looks like a crazy ride, but you got to consider, okay, up at this is all within just a tiny, tiny margin. So, and what I mean is as soon as we look at 7 day, okay, this is today. There's really not a lot going on, even though it looks crazy when we do that, right? This looks crazy as hell. Then we do this, and you're like, okay, it's really not that much movement. If we look at the 1 month, look, it's not doing shit, dude. It barely moved at all. So, that is solid stuff right there. Hopefully, it means the market will start picking up. How do we start looking at the the health of the market, we start looking at it, comparing it to other things. So if we go into, and by the way, so this is the whole idea, just so you know, Nathan, why we might be doing the breeding soon, and so I can show you. So AXS, I was hoping it'd go back down a bit. This is not terrible. It's happening. And if we look at the last week, it's going back up again. So I need to do this soon, and I might do it today. And what I'm talking about is something I'll show you in just a second here. But look at this AXS. So, the thing that hurts the most, though, is when we go to the year, though, and we look at where it's like $5 here, or even this, dude, where it dropped down to like that $50 mark. I should have bought there. But that's the way it goes, because we need half of an AXS to breed, right, for each breed. Now, Ethereum this is what tells us where the market is overall. And here's the good thing, guys. So for quite a while, $4,100 has been, anything below that is buy time. That means it's at a lower point than I want to think about, but it would be time to profit. So the fact that it's above 4,100 is good in a lot of ways. It does mean the prices of Axies will start going back up. What's this? The scholarship earning calculator. Okay. Here's the big thing, though. So Rand's brought this up to me, and I know a lot of you guys know about it, but it's the Katana wallet that basically we can now use. I was worried about this, like, because we needed to get AXS. I didn't have a good way to do it without spending a shit ton of gas fees. Gas fees were killing me. So now with this, we can tap in here, and I can trade without having to cash out SLP. I can trade SLP directly. So this is a beautiful thing, because those people who are interested in when is the next scholar coming, this right here will allow it to be that much easier, because I can trade SLP for either AXS to breed or wrapped Ethereum to buy more Axies. So this is a beautiful, beautiful new thing. And now on the note, to see, because we want some, it looks like we want some maintenance done by Nathan here, which I will happily do. So check us out. First thing I got to do is close out of Axie, because I'm going to be accessing these other accounts. So we got to close that. Get this bad boy up. And we're going to log out. And, wait, actually, I'm going to log back in just so you guys can see. So where I'm at currently, claim tokens, I have 700 to claim. But like you guys, I'm going to wait till the 29th claim day. I claim mine the same time I claim everybody's. I claim it 2 days before each payday, just to try to make sure that everybody gets the max amount of SLP per pay period, to try to make sure that that average stays up as high as possible to reflect as well as possible on everybody. So 700, and so yeah, that's what gets me into the 9,000s there. So this, whatever you have here, this and the claimable are two totally different things. You have to add those two to figure out how much you actually have. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the newest scholars. We'll go from the newest to the most recent, so that way it seems more fair. And because you would expect to see the guys that are newer to not have as much SLP, right? So I don't want to. So Blessy doing her thing, making it happen. She's like you, Nathan. You guys started basically the same time, and so she's made 172 already. And so that's a little under the 600 we want to hit, right? But as people like, well, what's up with that? Remember, this is what I said. The first 2 weeks, you want to spend time. In fact, what I recommend for a lot of scholars, and Nathan, you're doing this already, I believe, is you need to spend some time and energy in the adventure mode to build up your Axie level, so that if you want to earn those 50 adventure mode SLP every day, and you want to earn the 70, I guess, the 25, right, from the daily quest, you do need to be able to knock out some of the higher level adventures, the higher level ruins. 25, really, and what I would say to any scholars who don't like PvE, don't like the adventure mode, if you want to make it as easy as possible, I recommend leveling your guys to where you can beat Ruins 25. It takes me about 15 minutes every day to knock out the 50 SLP gains that way. From there, you could go do level 1 and it takes me 3 to worst case 5 adventure modes to get that done, right? So you can do that, knock out those, let's say it's 5. You have 15 more energy to then do the PvP. Now, if you're making more energy in PvP, do that. But if you want to do the daily, and here's the other thing, you could also use all 20 energy in a day doing PvP, right? So you have your 5 matches won, you did all that. And then you don't actually have to have energy. You can just go in and do 10 adventure modes of level 1, which will take you, about, 15, 20 minutes to do 10 of them. I mean, it should be about a minute and a half each, considering, to win, go through the cycle, the win screen, and all that. And then you can get 75 extra that way, or at least the 25 extra from the adventure, or from the daily quest. So there's a lot of really effective ways to maximize your SLP gains. And one of the biggest ones, sorry for the tangent, one of the biggest ones is make less SLP right in the beginning, but level up your Axies to where you could start doing either level 20 ruins or preferably level 25 ruins. All right. So now, and she, so I won't be able to claim hers. And Nathan, I think yours is the same way. You guys won't have a payday until the 15th of January. But the cool thing is, it will make your guys' first payday significantly larger. And so that it may even put you up into the next rank. So you guys may actually even earn a higher percentage of your SLP if you break that threshold. Okay, so Blessie's at 172. And you know what? Actually, since we're doing this, guys, I apologize. You guys are gonna see me moving a bit. I'm gonna keep track of. I'm gonna write this down now. Okay, so she's at 172. Now let's go and check out Nathan's wallet. All right, Nathan is rocking and rolling with 278. All right. And, dude, oh, man, you made 50 SLP since yesterday. Nice. I dig that. So, after that, we're going to check out my buddy Rassilon. And actually, in case you are watching still, or anybody else, so my buddy Rassilon, he's not sure that this is for him. He does a lot of crypto type stuff, and he does like Metamon and stuff, and he's used to like these like Peg Axie. He doesn't play Peg Axie, but I'm using it as an example. Basically, he thought that this was going to be, he's like, oh, it takes so long to do it. And I'm like, well, dude, I told you it's a video game that you play. So yeah, I was thinking Metamon and shit. It's like, no, it's not one of these things where you pay money for something and then RNG is just randomly doing it for you, right? It's, you have to play. You actually have to be skilled. You have to have strategy. You have to have technicality. You have to be proficient. It's, so it may not be for him. The irony is he's a gamer, right? He plays Destiny. He played some Division with me. He's played Borderlands, Diablo, all these sort of things. So it was kind of weird to be like, well, dude, here's a video game you can make money. Oh my gosh, it takes time to do it. Well, you spend time playing your video games anyway. So yeah, it's the same thing. Just, you learn strategy in this video game, but you can earn money. So, yeah, dude, that's good job, Nathan. Oh, dude, so we need the. Wait, dude, I thought I had logged into the Rassilon. Did we log in? There we go. All right. Okay. Still, yeah. So, well, check this out. So, the thing is if he's, this is an actual buddy of mine, but if he's not going to be doing it, I'm not going to force him to do it, right? I'll just move this to somebody else. So, yeah, and he hasn't been playing at all. So, I'm going to talk to him today, but here's the thing. This guy, because it's my buddy, right? I got him a solid fucking team, right? We got, here, check this out. We got the good old, this is the same plant that I got, essentially. It's got the nerdy there, so a little bit different. But it actually has pretty high morale, right? 43 morale. We got this, Terminator variant right here that's kicking ass. Got the 0 energy card. It's got all the debuffs. It does more damage to debuff targets, right? And 45 speed on that fucker. And then, of course, we have the sister. You have the brother of the two that I made. And this is the sister, right? And this also, look at this thing, Perfect pigeon post, double little owl, pure eggshell, pure last one. So this is a solid team right here. I mean, here's the thing about this team right here, and this is why I was kind of bummed, and will be bummed if he doesn't want to do it. Because this is a team right here, dude. If you can't go out and whoop ass with this team, I mean, don't get me wrong, it may take a week or two to really learn how to play it, but this is a fucking team that anybody who's semi-decent should be able to go and keep their MMR above 13, even 1,400 with this. I mean, this is a solid team right here. So, over the next couple days, I hate to say it, this team may become available. So, we're not gonna start the Zoom meetings, the team meetings until next week, and I'm gonna wait to talk with the scholars now about what's the best time. The one thing I will note too is this Zoom meeting that I'm talking about is not just going to be for the scholars. It will be open to anybody who's part of the team, just in the Discord, to come and sit in on, talk about. That's because, people who want to be scholars, I want them to be able to come in and talk with people. And that's also something that will let me know if somebody's serious, right? If, somebody is just in the chat here, they're here talking, and, hey, I want to be a scholar, blah, blah, blah. But then somebody else is like, yeah, I want to be a scholar, and they're in every meeting, every week asking questions and bringing to it. Obviously, I'm going to consider the person who's interacting that much more with a little more regard than somebody who is, participating less just in the Discord. And of course, that person though they're not doing the Zooms, but they're in Discord, all the time. They're going to get precedence over somebody who just dropped a resume, right, and checks in once a week and says, hey, what's up, right? Okay, cool, that person's there, but I'll be honest, the sort of person that drops a resume and says, hey, what's up, once a week, they're probably not going to get the scholarship, because I feel like they're probably doing that with a lot of people, and they're looking more just as a way to make money rather than be part of the team. Making that SLP is a huge part of this. I mean, we're running a business, but I want everybody to be happy with how they're doing it, and I want to have, ultimately, and this is the point of the Zoom, a team that interacts with each other. And it's not just me managing how to make everybody better. If two guys want to, or we'll say this, say Kate, you come on, and you're like, and you get this team here, and you talk with one of the other people who have another reptile, and you're like, hey, I don't like my reptile, I like yours, and you guys want to trade, right? If you guys are talking amongst yourselves and say, hey, this is what we want to do, Maya, can you do that? Absolutely, right? And that makes me feel good, because I'm like, okay, you guys are self-managing, right? It's not just me doing it. I'm not smarter than any of you guys. In fact, quite the contrary, I have my way of looking at things and evaluating things, and input from other people can help me to see things from a perspective I haven't considered. So that's the main thing, is I want to get into an actual Zoom meeting that has everybody communicating with each other, simply to make this the best experience possible for everybody, while making everybody as much money as we possibly can, while waiting for that right there to go up. We need that to go up. We do. We need it to hit at least 10 cents. That's what we really need. Yeah. Okay, so back to... So this is Rassilon, and he didn't make any money, and that's a bummer, and I got to talk to him about what's going on with him. So, that being said, let's move up to Gabby, Gabby's been doing his thing for a minute here, just making it rock and roll. So Gabby's one of those that was, and this is why I bring it up, nothing personal against him, was one of those that was always in the chat, always active, and then got his Axies and seems to have kind of disappeared. Now it's the holidays, and I don't know what's up. So I'm trying to have a little patience with that, because it's like, old dude may be busy with a bunch of other stuff. So I unlocked his SLP recently, and we got to pay him. And I think I accidentally locked his SLP. So here's what I got to do. if we do the 806 plus the 55, right, that's going to leave us at 861. All right. Alrighty. All right. So Gabby is making it. Wait, what's that 185, dude? There's some weird shit happening here. I don't even know. Claim SLP now. How can I? Oh, 806 claimable. Okay, I see what's happening here. All right, so we're gonna have to. I'm gonna wait on that a little bit, and we're just gonna claim. So it looks like they may have changed the way it's working before. If you had claimable, and you would wait and you could stack it up for the next few days after and then claim everything together. But it looks like they fixed that. So it looks like everything is just claimable per period. Okay, well, that might change it so that my idea of making sure everybody has the maximum amount at the end of each pay period may not be an option. So Gabby's doing pretty good there. And now, what we're doing here, let's look at good old rands. All right, and bam, look at this. So rands is at 1741. I mean, just blowing the competition out of the water. So he hasn't played yet today. And it looks like his thing, so because we haven't claimed any of his before, it says claimable, and there's nothing else. It doesn't say about anything being locked. So maybe they didn't change it. So there's a large gamut how people are doing. You know, Nathan and Blessy, you guys are still just, you know, building up your Axie levels, figuring it out. Rands is kicking ass. And then I got, you know, some guys in the middle that we're going to have to just figure out kind of what's going on with them. And this is one downside, and so I'll just, because it's a perfect example. So Gabby, right, I'm going to have to write to him and ask him what's up because, you know, the SLP gains are not bad. They are less than he had initially said he was going to be able to get. And he's not actively responding in Discord. So now it's like, okay, like anybody, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Hey, what's going on? Do you have anything happening? And then the next thing, so what's going on with the SLP gains? Like, you know, we essentially had a contract. You said you're going to be making this much. We're under that. What does it take to get back up there? And, you know, it could be as simple as, hey, dude, yeah, I went away to my grandparents for the Christmas holiday, and there was no internet, so I haven't been playing. All right. This is one of the things that I would just expect scholars to let the management team know. It's like, hey, I'm going to be disappearing for a week. You guys won't see any SLP gains because of that. You know, so just something to consider. You know, especially if you want to be taken seriously as a scholar. More communication is better than less communication, and dropping off of the map, getting your scholarship and disappearing is possibly a good way of just getting your Axies taken. You know, it's if somebody gets a scholarship, I give them Axies, and then they just disappear. It's 2 weeks later, they haven't really leveled their Axies, and I'm not getting responses from them. I might just take those Axies and give them to the next scholar who wants to check it out. So there's nothing personal in any of this. I try to help everybody out however I can, but that's, you know, what we're trying to make sure of is that there's a lot of people that want opportunities. And if somebody says they want an opportunity, but then it's obvious that they're not willing to put in the work, we're not going to keep them on. We're going to get rid of them and take the next person who says that they're serious about the opportunities. And that's pretty much it. So this katana thing, wait, what just happened there, dude? No, wait. This is weird. Insufficient SLP balance. Oh, you know what that's about? Watch this. This is rad. So we can log out of here. Because I was in the wrong Ronin wallet, right? It was like, wait, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. All right. So. And so you guys know, too, this is something that I should bring up. Why we might start getting into breeding, right, instead of purchasing new Axies is specifically because, so I have 0.03 Ether, right? And that 0.03 Ether, right, would, right? I could almost get enough. That 0.03 ether would be enough, along with my SLP, to breed 2 Axies, right? So here's the question then. Am I better off spending this to breed 2 Axies that are going to be birds, that are going to be most likely genetically superior birds, right? But I do have to spend all the SLP, which will end up being, probably half of my SLP, right? I would probably end up spending 1,000, 2,000, close to 5,000 SLP to do that. And here's what we got to do when we consider that, right? So if we go in bottom line, right? So right now for 0.03 ether, I can't even buy 2 baseline Axies, right? 2 floor Axies cannot be bought right now with what I have. I could literally buy 1 Axie. That doesn't do anybody any good. Now, the only way that would do anybody good if I were to spend the 0.03 to buy a breeder, but I would still need the AXS. Now, what we can do is, let's check out what my bird would go for right now. What we are going for is, let's say, purity and genes. So we plan on getting at least 5 out of 6, right? Because the way that our birds are set up, it would be very, very hard to not get at least 5. We could probably get 6. But for the purpose of checking it out, wait, Japanese Christmas, what the fuck? Okay, dude, I don't even know what the fuck. Okay, it doesn't matter, dude. Doesn't matter. That shit. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the parts. So what we're going to do, we're going to go eggshell, right? Bam. We are going to go dark swoop. Boom. Wait, dude. Are they adding these parts? Okay, they are. Okay, good. We are going to... Okay, dark swoop. We're going to go blackmail. Bam. And we are going to go risky. Right? Because that's essentially what we're looking to nail down. Right? And so here's the interesting part. So wait a second, dude. So why are these so... Okay. Notice, okay, that we should be getting significant... Okay, let's just do this now, since we're going to actually assume that we're going to get a purity of 6, right? And the breed count, obviously, has to be 0. Okay, genetic purity, we're going to go at least 80. All right. So here's what we're looking at. As soon as we start looking at this, right? Now, if I spend... In fact, shit. We should really figure this out. Okay, if I breed one of my birds with that one, and so that's 900, 1800 SLP, right? So, dude. 1800 times 0.032.
It's 57.6.
All right, so we're talking $57 plus $50 for the AXS, right? So let's say we're going to say $110. So it will cost me $110 to create one of these Axies. And, right, this one, I'm looking for something that's so that, yeah. So we'd basically be able to break even, right? If I were to do that, create it, and then sell it. But the downside is my Axie would then also have some breeding on it, so it would become less valuable at the same time. But here's the thing. As soon as we start getting up... See, notice how quickly they start going up in price as people like this right here. And none of these, not a single one of these is as good as any of the birds I have. All right, this one has one purebred line, no purebred lines. Okay, it has pigeon post, little owl, and mavis. So there's 3 purebred lines. This is a pretty good one right here. All right, So this is one of the competitions. So 0.037, and I don't think anything else. Okay, wait, check it out. Actually, this one right here. Oh no, wait, this doesn't have any purebred lines. Look at that. That was a fool in me. Okay, this one has eggshell. Okay, this has pigeon post, little owl. So this one has 2 at 0.3, right? So this doesn't have any. Let's go to the second page and look and see. Right? So this is where and this is the decision that has to be made, guys, right? So am I better off to breed? So I can't buy 2 Axies. If I were to purchase the AXS and do 2 breeds, right, we'd be looking at 50 plus the next one would be 110. So let's say 160 plus another 100, 260, 270. $270 it would cost me to breed twice, right? $270. But then if I sold them for $200 each, the 0.05 or more, right? I'd make $400, so I'd make $150 profit, which means that we could then buy, right? If we reset all this, so we have pure profit, and then we have $150, and we can buy 2 baseline Axies for that, right? So it really does become kind of like, what do we do? What's the best decision with this? And the thing is, and then what happens with the breeders, right? Like, so check this out. You might ask, okay, what happens with, Larry? Say I get crazy. He's already been bred twice, right? And so I have to wait, and he only has 3 purebred lines, right? But still better than anything else we've seen there that we were looking at. So if I breed him once, maybe I could breed him basically 2 more times before he becomes too expensive. I think the 5th time breeding is the last time that you can really do it to make it worth it, unless everything is perfect. Like literally everything would be perfect. And actually, Rand's has a beast that's basically perfect. It's 100%. But it was bred a bunch of times, 4 times, and I already bought it, knowing that I probably won't breed it that 5th time anyway. So there are some decisions that need to be made for this, and we'll have to figure it out. So, all right, guys, does anybody have any questions? I think we're going to cut it off a little early today. I got some things to do. It's the day after Christmas. This week in between now and New Year's, I'm going to have to spend some time figuring out what the new kind of scholarship thing is going to be, how we're going to run it, and I want to make it as fair as possible to give everybody a chance. So do me a favor. If you guys have anything, right, any comments, let me pull this down here. Give me a second. Right, if you guys have any comments on how to make stuff, yeah, where's Gabby, dude? We need Gabby back in the mix. In the welcome section, right, we got all these new FAQ things and all this. If anybody thinks of anything to add to help grow the team, to make it easier for anybody in the team or any of that sort of things, please just jump into the comments section, into the general. Let us know what's good. Let us know what's good with you. And one thing I'll point out real quick, in case anybody doesn't know, in the strategies, right, if you go here, we got everybody's Ronin address, so you guys, we can all 1v1, right? And anybody who's not a scholar of us, but you may have a scholarship other places you want to practice, feel free to hit us up. You don't have to be one of our scholars to get to practice. Everybody can use some practice as long as it's good for everybody else. So, all right, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and I think we're going to end the stream there. Let's see. I'm checking. Nobody has anything there? Yeah, I'll hang on another 30 seconds or so to see if anybody has anything else they want to ask about, comment on, or if there's anything you guys want me to cover in the next stream. One thing I will do tomorrow for the stream is I want to talk a little bit about that MIR4 video game, MIR4. I did play it a little bit, and there's a couple things why I feel like it probably may not be the best thing for people to even download onto their phone. But we'll wait. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Dude, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Kate, one thing I will say is hang in there. I have a feeling that you very well may get your opportunity sometime soon. You and RJ has not come back yet, so he was the only person right out the gate that may have been able to supersede you because he was here before and working with that, but you're one of the few people who's still sticking with it. And so if and when it becomes available, I'd like to give you a chance. So keep hanging, and thank you so much. All you guys are awesome. Nathan, thank you for the 1v1. Also, a little later on in the day to me, so after you guys get up, probably be around noonish, early afternoon, your guys' time. While I have some time, I'm going to try to open up and have Axie open in case anybody wants to do some 1v1. I'm going to try to make myself available to do it. I will be distracted with some other work, but I want to make myself available for you guys. So you guys are all stellar. You're amazing people, and that's not just my opinion. All right, you guys take it easy. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.